Hello, Leo. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the first half of January. I hope you guys are doing well. Happy New Year. Let's dive right into this. We're taking a look at issues and challenges of your heart connection here. So it's general as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from this what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box. And of course, I'll include a link to all of the decks and creators that you see here today. So for your bonus reading for the first half of January, these are the 3 cards that we'll be using for your focus messages. The first one is the Top Secret deck by Angelic Revelation 144, and then we'll grab a card from the Truth Rising deck by Fire Witch Tarot. And lastly, the Soul Activation Oracle deck by Rising Sun Oracle. Okay, so let's get into this, Leo, and see what's coming through for you here today. And I just realized some of the Top Secret cards are not included there, so I'm glad I saw that. Let's go ahead and add that to the pile and see what comes through for you for your first message. And of course, cross watchers are certainly welcome, whoever's guided to tune in. All right, Leo, let's begin. What's your first message? I am going through dark night of the soul. So this could either be something that you relate to, or maybe your person does. They could be very depressed or very anxious at this point in time. Okay, so let's take a look and see why they are in that energy, or why you're in that energy if you relate to that. So let's go ahead and grab your second focus message here from the Truth Rising deck. Okay. So someone's in that dark night of the soul energy, which can be very challenging. All right, Leo. Second message. I'm guided to this card. Burnout. Okay. Kind of makes sense to me. If they're going through that dark night of the soul, they're, as I've mentioned, maybe really depressed, going through some very trying times. They're in a dark place in their heart, in their life, and they're burnt out. They're stressed out. Okay? That's what's coming through. Now, why they're in that energy, we have yet to discover that. Now, this could be you as well if you relate to that. So what's the third focus message here for this reading, Leo? Let's grab a card. Okay, I'm guided to this card. Success. I love that. Number 49 could play a significant role for some of you. This is picking up off of the throat chakra area. Success. The crystal for this card, it's called apatite. Interesting, apatite, right? So if there is a blockage in the throat chakra area, maybe this is the year to find success in that. If there's a blockage in communication between you and a particular person that is going through that dark night of the soul and why things are burnt out between the two of you, maybe there's a way for you guys to work this out, because it does represent success. So if you're burnt out right now, Leo, maybe there's a way to get out of that energy as the rest of this year unfolds. All right, so let's go ahead and see what the issues are. So this is the issues deck by Fire Witch Tarot. Let's take a look and see what comes through from here. And of course, you don't have to identify or resonate with each and every issue that comes through in this reading, because I'm pulling for a large number of people for the collective. Just, you know, whichever one you're most guided towards, if it resonates with you. All right, so let's grab some issues that can be very challenging. And I decided to do this style reading in the very beginning of the year because it's a perfect time to weed out those issues and whatever the challenges are, so that you can face it, deal with it, tackle it, you know, whatever it is. And it doesn't just have to pertain to your love life, any area of your life. Leo, this is a perfect time to deal with all of that so that you can move forward, and hopefully the rest of the year will go a lot smoother, okay, and a lot better for you. So better at the beginning rather than throughout the year. All right, what are the issues? Too dependent. So some of you guys are dealing with someone who's too clingy, they rely on you too much. There are codependent issues attached to that card. Dark Night of the Soul, codependency, burnt out, all of these are pretty heavy things that are presenting itself. We have no space, no freedom to move around, always in the way. Okay, so maybe if you relate to this, of course, Leo, because of someone who's clingy and they gave you no room to breathe, let's just say, no freedom to do anything on your own, if you just need your own space, maybe that's why it's presenting itself here in that way. That could also be that you're just burnt out with all of the drama with the situation, with this person, and you just needed space away from them. And when you decided to detach, perhaps, if that applies, they went into this dark night of the soul, went into a very dark place, because if they were codependent on you and you decided to detach, that put them into this dark night of the soul, I feel. We also have verbal abuse, constantly curses you out. So if this is something that you've dealt with in the partnership, that could have contributed to the two of you arguing and just butting heads and getting into each other's face and lots of very painful conversations maybe. And then we've got stuck up, believes they're above others, which is nobody is ever above anyone else. You know, we should all see each other on an equal plane here. So if you've been dealing with somebody who's stuck up, Leo, this is another particular issue that's popping up for some of you. And I have a feeling here, this is not somebody that you have been wanting to deal with. So this burnout card tells us so much, because this could be where you're at energetically. And when someone's burnt out, stressed out, you've kind of reached the end of your rope. You kind of maxed out as far as what you've been able to handle with this person in the situation. You needed your space, and maybe you didn't have it. Maybe they didn't give it to you. And so if you decided to give it to yourself, good for you. Maybe that's where the success comes in. And also, part of the reason why there could have been a blockage in the throat chakra could have to do with this verbal abuse. You know, if you guys couldn't have a civil conversation, then maybe you just got to the point where you didn't even want to engage in a conversation with this person. What else? What other issues for Leo? Bullshit storyteller. Their shit don't add up. Bullshit detected. Lies after lies. Okay? So if you relate to this one, you're dealing with someone who's full of shit, basically. They tell you things, but they're not coming from a place of truth or honesty. Look at this card. Bored. Tired of the same shit. Burnt out. I have a feeling this could be you, Leo. You got tired of dealing with this person. And after a while, you know, whatever magic you guys had in the beginning, maybe it fizzled out. Things burnt out. You got tired of being talked down to, constantly having to deal with somebody who was abusing you verbally. And for some of you, maybe they were even abusing you physically, and that is a no-go. And lastly, caught up. Another issue. Always gets caught cheating, lying, keeping secrets. So part of the bullshit storyteller energy, all the lies that they were telling you to cover up their butt and their drama and their issues, especially if they were cheating on you, Leo, and obviously you already know that if it's presenting itself here. You know, they were lying to you. They weren't being truthful. You couldn't trust this person. So right off the bat, we've got trust issues going on here. That as well could have put you into the dark night of the soul energy for yourself, where you were depressed or anxious because of how they treated you. They burnt you out. So these cards, these focus messages, in tune with these issues that have presented itself, it's on point for some of you. Okay, so let's add to this because we need to tackle some challenges here. Yes, this is already challenging. This is giving us a picture of what the issues are. This is the Twin Flame Shadows deck by Mystic Moon. So shadows, it's in the shadows for a reason, which can be very challenging. So let's take a look at that. Dark Night of the Soul is already a shadow card. So angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo for this bonus reading. First half of January. What else do we need to know, please? Someone's abusing their power here, okay? That's because they're stuck up. They believe, as it says, they believe they're better and they're above everyone else, which is not realistic. You know, they might feel that way, but that's not reality. We've got uncomfortable. Of course it's uncomfortable. You know, they're constantly cursing you out, as it says. There are codependent issues here. They're too clingy. They don't give you enough space. They don't give you your freedom, as it says, to move around. You know, maybe this is someone that needs to know your whereabouts every second of every day. It's almost like you feel like you have to report to this person, even though you're not doing anything. It's like, I went to the grocery store, or I'm with a friend, or I went to visit my parent, whatever. You know, where you feel the need to constantly report back to this person. That gets old very quickly. And that definitely creates a lot of drama and resentment. And then we've got this cold energy. I'm not surprised to see that. Because after a while, things were cold between the two of you. That contributed to the challenges as well. You know. No wonder things burnt out here. I'm kind of feeling here for you, Leo, that it is you that disconnected. That you had enough of this. And again, you needed your space. You needed to go your own way. We've got forceful here. At the end of the day, they can't force you to do anything that you don't want to do. They can't force you to be where you don't want to be. And maybe that was their style, you know, to force their hand, to force your hand into doing things their way. That wasn't going to work. That is not going to work. What else for Leo? Shocking, okay? Now, what I kind of get from this particular message, Leo, is once you finally found your voice, once you finally decided for yourself, I've had enough of this drama, I've had enough of this, and you decided to take control of your life, your situation, your decisions, your space, your energy, and maybe you finally put your foot down and told this person exactly what you've been holding back from saying, and maybe they just weren't used to you being as open and communicative as you finally ended up being, shocking the hell out of them. It's like, where did this come from, you know? But maybe that's exactly what they needed to wake up and see what they were doing and how they were treating you. So it could have been you, Leo, that delivered that shocking news that you were out, that you weren't going to put up with their shit. And now we've got haunted. So I'm kind of feeling once you took back control of your life, now they're haunted by their actions, by the emptiness that they feel, by this empty void that you've left behind. And that contributed to why perhaps they're in that dark night of the soul energy. They kind of put themselves there. They contributed to why things ended up going in that direction. No one else to blame, really. They only have themselves to blame for that one. Okay, So let's grab some tarot here, guys, and see what else needs to come through. This is my newest tarot deck. It's called Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle, and it is tarot with a twist. And the twist here is that, yes, you get all of the 78 original tarot messages, but you also get new oracle messages as well as new court cards exclusive to this deck. So it's a large deck. You get about 117 cards here, and I've followed my tarot teacher format in that it's got upright and reversed meanings for most of the cards here. So for my beginners, it makes it super easy to learn tarot. It's a lot of fun, okay? Instead of stressing out over, oh, what does this card mean? It's right there laid out in front of you, okay? So that deck shop link is down below, as well as all of the amazing creators that you see here. All right, Leo, what else do we need to learn here when it comes to your connection, your heart connection here? All right. 10 of Cups. I love that. Okay. So for some of you, maybe your person is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, this is a great card because this is a card of reunions. Okay, so people who are estranged who come back together. And it represents a dream of yours that can still manifest, coming true, divine love connection that you share with someone. This is actually a very happy connection. So what I'm feeling here, because we've got a lot of issues and challenges that are coming through for Leo, you might have detached from this toxic situation to lead you towards this 10 of Cups. So there might be someone, for some of you guys, someone from your past comes back, somebody that's actually better suited for you. And there's a reunion here, okay? So for others, this could simply be finally a relationship that's going right, that's going well, that might result in long-term commitment, an engagement, or even marriage for some of you. This is someone that you see as a soulmate. You have a very strong soul bond with this person. So it's one of those things where you had to close a door. You needed to close out a chapter in your life in order to welcome in a new chapter. So if things are just really stagnant and not going the way you're wanting in your love life, you've got the 10 of Cups that have the capability to present itself sometime during 2021. Okay? So it's a great card. It's coming through for you, Leo. And maybe you did yourself a favor by detaching from this person, disconnecting from them if you have already, or maybe this is the year to get that going. We've got Pisces energy coming forward from the moon. Okay, so I have a feeling here that because we've got this card, remember, caught up. Someone was cheating, lying, and keeping secrets. Now the moon is tapped into illusions, fantasies, deception, secrets, affairs. Okay, somebody who was being manipulative and just being shady. Okay, that creates mental confusion. And so it's also tapped into one's fears and anxieties. So I kind of feel that your person might be in that energy of anxiety and stressing out. They're burnt out because they contributed to that energy. They created drama and stress in their life through being deceptive, through their lies, through cheating, through infidelity, through third parties, getting in and out of situations that they knew they didn't need to be getting into those situations because boundaries were crossed, lines were crossed. But what's on the other side of the moon, Leo? There's a light at the end of that tunnel. What could that light possibly represent? Okay, number 18 in tarot, the moon. What's on the other side is number 19, is the energy of the sun. The sun is pure joy, pure happiness, success, a cause for celebration, very positive energies. So yes, you can overcome this energy of the moon and welcome in that energy of the sun. Happier days ahead that could lead you towards a better relationship with someone, somebody that can love you the way you're deserving to be loved, Leo. Not someone who's going to cheat on you, not someone who's going to lie to you, not someone who's not giving you space to just be yourself, to live your life, being too clingy and codependent, talking down to you. So, yeah, you can welcome in that sun energy along with that Ten of Cups. You can certainly find happiness in your love life. I don't feel it's this person. If it ends up being this person, okay, that created a lot of drama between the two of you, they're going to have to do a whole lot of work here to be able to even deserve to be a part of your life. Yep. What else, please, for Leo? All right, we've got a card here. I kind of feel it's coming up in the reverse, so that's how I'm going to read it. We've got the Ten of Wands, okay? So, Leo, this is your own fire energy right here. It's coming up in the reverse. So, insurmountable problems, the inability to delegate, someone who's overstressed. We've already got burnt out right there. And it's also the need to learn to say no, okay? It's someone who might be carrying the burdens for both people. And so this is your own fire energy. So if that's what you're doing, of course you would burn out. Because you've got your own things to carry on your shoulders. And if this person was putting their nonsense and drama and crap on your shoulders, then that's definitely going to burn you out and stress you out. So it's time to release that. Don't be carrying anyone else's burdens on your shoulders. It's time to release it and let it go. So I love how we've got the Angel of Light and Archangel Michael coming up next. So the Angel of Light, and it does say, in order to recognize the gift you are to others, you must recognize the gift you are to yourself. In order to see the light in the one you love, you must see the light within yourself. I'm here to illuminate the path towards your enlightenment. There is a way out, a light at the end of the tunnel. You see? That's what I was mentioning when it comes to the energy of the moon. A light at the end of the tunnel. Go ahead. Take that first step. I'll be there when you do. So, if you relate to being in that dark night of the soul energy for yourself, Leo, know that you will be successful in getting yourself out of that. You will overcome that. The Angel of Light is here to assist you to find the light within yourself so that you can finally welcome in the energy of that sun that can bring you the happiness that you're looking for with that Ten of Cups. And Archangel Michael is here to help with that as well. I am your warrior angel to help you fight your fears when it comes to manifesting your dreams and finding love. Countless romantic connections turn into missed opportunities because we allow our fears to create barriers. I'm here to help you overcome these challenges. I can offer you the guidance you seek as well as the strength and bravery to act on that guidance. Bravery isn't the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. If you're struggling with your nerves to pursue your love interest, call on me. You know, so it kind of makes sense for some of you that you need Archangel Michael's help. Because this person stressed you the fuck out. And so you need help here. We've got the King of Cups coming in. So for some of you, my feminines, maybe, you've got a King of Cups that's coming in to love you the way you deserve, bringing you this Ten of Cups. This is a very caring person, someone who's very loving, bringing in this calm energy, not chaos. This is someone who's very compassionate and emotionally balanced, very affectionate. In the role of a husband or father figure, this is a very good person coming in. So, I kind of feel that after having gone through so many issues and challenges in love and romance for some of you, and finally detaching from this toxic person, the Angel of Light and Archangel Michael are here to bring you the right kind of love in the form of the King of Cups. Okay? Now, it's divine masculine energy, but divine masculine energy could be for a man or a woman. So, take it for how it resonates. Even though it says good husband, father, it could be a good wife, okay? A good mother as well. Whoever resonates with that King of Cups energy can bring in that Ten of Cups that can fulfill you, make you happy. And then we've got the Four of Wands, which is so amazing. Leo, Wands, again, it's your own energy. Okay, this is another card tapped into our reunion. So we've got reunions coming in, but these are happy reunions. These are people that you will be happy to have back in your life, not this toxic person. So I have a feeling for some of you, maybe you've been estranged from somebody. Maybe it could be an ex that you still have love for, or somebody that you're no longer in touch with, that maybe you've had feelings for this person, however way that comes about in your life. But I have a feeling the person that you're meant to be with is someone that you already know. They are in your circle. They're somebody that you've already met in this lifetime. Now, for some of you guys, this Four of Wands represents a twin flame connection. Okay? So we've got cards coming through letting us know there's a potential for marriage here. So if you've been wanting to get married, if you've been wanting to build a life with someone, have children someday, all of these things can happen with the Ten of Cups, with the King of Cups, with the Four of Wands. And it's two people who work together, not two people who are at odds with one another. So celebrations, a cause for celebration. There could be a wedding here sometime during the course of this year for some of you guys. We're very early into 2021. You never know how this is going to go. But I love this combination of cards coming through for you. And again, Angel of Light and Archangel Michael here to help you out. Love it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's see what else needs to come through. We're going to grab some cards from the Love Games deck. This is by Sister Moon Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo for this bonus reading. First half of January. What else do we need to know here? Someone's got abandonment issues and abandonment wounds. Okay? Could be the person who is codependent, who's too clingy on you, Leo. And maybe part of the reason why they're so clingy is because they've been abandoned before. Either that's a part of their upbringing or past relationships. And that's simply something that they're going to have to heal on their own. That's not something that you're meant to help them with. Now, for some of you, maybe you relate to that. For those of you that are ready and willing to welcome in new love, there could be someone that you end up meeting this year, and you're going to really enjoy getting to know this person. Maybe you'll find as well that the chemistry is really good. We've got this adventurous energy coming in as well. Lots of adventures coming in for you in 2021, Leo. The right kind of person that is meant for you, the kind that would resonate with this King of Cups energy, is someone who appreciates you, not someone who tears you down, not someone who cheats on you or lies to you or verbally abuses you. Pay attention to the signs that are coming in for you. Signs could come in the form of so many things. It could be someone's name that you run across. It could be a number. It could be something that you run across or see when you're out and about. Whatever this sign is, pay attention to it. For some of you, it could even be a ladybug, if that means something to you. Needing guidance, okay? We all need guidance at some point in our life. But especially for those who are in that dark night of the soul energy, I feel that's why we have the Angel of Light and Archangel Michael here to help illuminate the path towards that guidance. So if that's what you need right now, Leo, the assistance is here. And also, it's very important for you to love yourself, focus on self-love this year. It's time for you to put yourself first. Put yourself back on your priority list. That's what's going to help you be successful. And lastly, look at that. You will overcome the challenges that you have endured. And maybe for some of you, 2020 was brutal, like it was for so many of us because of the pandemic and people losing jobs and people just super, sick and just having to deal with so much. but you will overcome those challenges possibly this year. Okay, so be open to those energies and possibilities. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here. This is a new deck that I've created. It's called the He Said, She Said Oracle. Each card contains 2 messages, one for the masculine and the other, of course, for the feminine. So let's open up the dialogue here for this reading, and let's take a look and see what presents itself here. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the issues and challenges that have presented itself, although it could, but we're just opening it up for the collective, for, you know, whoever it is that you might be thinking about and what it is that they would want to say to you, what you would want to say to them. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. All right, let's get the conversation started here. He said, "I'm sorry I hurt you. Please forgive me." She said, "You broke my heart. I need more time." Okay, so my feminines, if you relate to this, if you need more time, you've got a masculine coming through with an apology, acknowledging that you've been hurt and wanting your forgiveness. It's up to you, of course, when you're ready to accept that forgiveness. He said, "I will never love another the way I love you." She said, "No other has ever loved me the way you do." Okay. So at one point in time, you guys could have certainly shared a very special connection. The love was there. But as more time evolved, I feel this person definitely disrespected you and hurt you. This could have been what they said to you in the very beginning. You know, it's like, "I will never love anyone else the way I love you." And maybe at that point in time, my feminines, you felt the same, that no one else could ever love you the way this masculine has. But time has certainly changed things. That's what's presenting itself here. There could also, of course, be someone that you're thinking of where you guys had these conversations. Now, this is interesting where the tables have turned, okay? Because, I mean, it's so easy to assume that it's the masculine that has hurt the feminine, although it really can go both ways. And clearly with this particular message, it's reversed, okay? So it does say, he said, "All I've ever done is love you. How could you hurt me this way?" She said, "I'm sorry. Please forgive me." So you see how the tables are turned here? Okay, so in this scenario, it is the masculine who hurt the feminine. In this particular card, it is the masculine who actually ended up getting hurt. So take whichever one of these makes sense for you. Look at this next card. He said, "I know I've said things to hurt you. Please accept my apology." So there really is something going on with the masculine for some of you guys where they hurt you, my feminines. They want to apologize. They need your forgiveness. And this card, out of all 120 cards, this one keeps popping up in my readings. She said, "Apology accepted. I don't want to hurt anymore. I'm ready to heal." Now, this does not mean you guys are going to get back together. It just simply means that you don't want to be a vessel for the negativity and the pain and what you guys have gone through. And you're not condoning their actions that have hurt you. It's just letting you know here that you're no longer going to be holding on to those burdens and you're ready to heal on your journey. You know, whether you guys ever come back together or not, you're ready to heal on your own. And then we've got nostalgia coming through here. He said, "I think about you and the happy times we've shared." She said, "They were great times, weren't they?" Nostalgia, okay? Remembering the happy times. And no doubt you guys definitely shared some very nice moments together. But it could have all been in the very beginning of the partnership, or when times were good between the two of you and things started to fizzle and the magic kind of went away from the partnership, and then it ended up being a little bit more challenging than what you might have bargained for, you know? So times were good, yes, but it's time to release those energies from the past, because you can't live in the past. You can't constantly be feeling nostalgic about what was and focus on the now, you know? Where are you guys now? And if things are not good at this present time, it's time to really focus on what you're dealing with here. This is the year for you to be successful, Leo. And sometimes the only way for that to happen is to go in a different direction and work on yourself and your self-love. That's coming through here. Love yourself enough to know when it's time to detach from someone who's toxic for you. You know, yes, it's nice to remember the good times, but it's also very important to remember the not so good times and when they disrespected you, cheated on you, hurt you. Okay, so try not to get too caught up into what was, especially the happy memories. It's important to remember all of it, not just the happy good times. Okay, so let's wrap things up here, guys, with some final messages from my Heart and Soul deck. So let's take a look and see what will come through from this deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Leo. Some final messages for the collective for this bonus reading. We've got ruined. I thought I had it all together, my life, my ambitions, goals, dreams. Then you came in and ruined all my plans with your presence, your beauty, your heart. I can't imagine a day without you, and yet here we are, apart. Please return, for without you my life is in ruins. But I'm kind of feeling, Leo, for those of you who have detached and maybe you're not interested in going back to this, that's because they ruined things. They ruined the relationship through their actions, through infidelity, through lies and verbal abuse. So even if they want you back, be mindful of what it is you're going back to. What else, please, for Leo? We've got breathe. I was drowning my sorrows before you came into my life. I didn't think I would ever be able to come up for air again. A broken heart can slowly kill you if you let it. Thank you for rescuing me, for helping me to finally exhale. So for some of you, those of you who resonate with what's come through here, maybe you have moved on from that. This could also be past energies for some of you. And maybe you've met somebody who has finally rescued you, as it says, from this type of heartache, allowing you to finally exhale and welcome in the right kind of love for you. What else for Leo? What else, please? That's too many. Too many. What else, please, for Leo? I don't know why I knew that I was going to pull this one. So this number 19, first of all, this could be someone's favorite number. I created this, and I don't know why I was drawn to this picture when I was creating this deck. And the yellow flowers just drew me in, and then I realized, oh, there's a hand right in the middle, and then there's a tattoo, and it's the number 19, which happens to be my favorite number. Okay, it's my lucky number. And so I was just thinking, it's like, what kind of message could go with this? And this just flew out of me. It's just what I came up with. Okay, so this is basically a card all about second chances, the need for second chances, giving someone second chances. So let me go ahead and read it. Day 1 was the hardest. I couldn't accept that we were over. Day 2 through 4 hurt me more than I could have ever expected. Day 5 through 9 was depressing. Maybe that's why they're in that dark night of the soul energy. Day 10 nearly killed me. Day 11 through 18 hurt like hell. Day 19, we made up and decided we were worth a second chance. Have you ever had your own day 19? Here's the second chances and day 19s. So basically what that means is, of course, it's just a number. For you, it could be 10 days before you and your person get back together and work it out. For others, it could be over a year, you know, whatever that number ends up being. But if there's someone out there that you are in separation from, Leo, and you're missing them, and you know in your heart of hearts, this is your person, this is the one that you belong with, trust in the guidance that you are being given through the angel of light, as well as Archangel Michael coming through here. If you guys are truly meant to be, life will find a way to make that work for you. Life will find a way. Okay, let's grab one more card here for the collective, for Leo, to wrap up this reading. We've got ripped. This one keeps popping up also. So we've got ruined and we've got ripped. I've never known the kind of love that could break me open to such depth of emotion, passion, and feelings until you came into my life, knowing that we belong together and yet unable to bring desire and my dreams into reality. It breaks my heart into a billion shattered pieces. And I'm really feeling this for those of you that have detached from somebody that was not good for you. They were toxic. They did not treat you right. And so as a result of hurting you, they ended up hurting themselves. And maybe it took losing you for them to realize what they had to begin with. They didn't appreciate you when they had you. So it ultimately turns out to be their loss, their missed opportunity. Okay? So be mindful, even with these references to reunions, maybe there's a reason why you guys are at a distance. Maybe there's a reason why you detached and walked away. Be mindful of who it is that wants you back, who wants that reconciliation, and ask yourself the question, do they deserve to have you back? Okay? So make this the year that you can be successful in all areas of your life, Leo. Make this the year for positive changes and to overcome whatever these challenges are. You can do it. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I do hope whatever part of this reading resonated with you, that it helps you out. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. That's all for now, Leo. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. And I wish you all a very happy new year. Take care.